Welcome back. You got caught. You're eating. You're not supposed to eat on air. That's not professional. Didn't that lady call on the air and tell y'all that?
I bought these donut holes and I'm going to eat them.
I'm too cold to eat them. I have to drink the chocolate.
Caller, you're up.
And it's Cheryl and Kenny. Yep, didn't they tell you you're not supposed to eat on the air?
Yeah. Hey, what can I say? They ought to give me the countdown. Okay? 10, 9, 8. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And then I won't be caught eating on
I
there.
know that's right. Hey, Vitus, thank you very much for, getting those drivers for me.
Yeah.
And, Sobe family, this is what they're meaning by, being a card carrier member. Because it's not only about being a card carrier member, it has to be up to date.
Yes.
It's got to be up to date.
And every year you have
Yes.
to renew your card. So, if they say they're going to be watching, they're going to be looking at that date. So if your date is not the next year, or if it's expired, they can turn you away. So, I thank Finance Cheryl for the programming, and I totally appreciate Computers and You and all of our talk show hosts and hostesses. And Cheryl, I'm going to give a shot at that question in the book, because
Okay.
I was waiting, and I'm not a person that sits here and studies this book back and forth, but I happened to get my book out, and I turned to page 83, and it says Club Opportunity TV Program.
Right.
You make me so sick.
I know, huh?
She's always getting answers. You're absolutely
Fun,
right.
like browsing through, looking through stuff, but I gave the folks the opportunity.
Okay.
And it wasn't easy for me to. I was redialing. So, but I encourage everybody to send in their donations and contributions to, Soul Beat. And if you don't have one show, put all shows. But if you're watching Computers and You, I encourage you to send your donations and put Computers and You in that memo spot.
Well,
Thank you.
Cheryl, have a great day.
Oh,
You
by the
too.
way,
Give me a call so you can come pick up your prize.
I will.
Also, those drivers are 112 megabytes, so it has to be put on a CD for you.
Do you want me to do it?
No. I'll do it. That's not a problem. I just wanted to make sure that you understood. I couldn't bring it today.
Oh, no, I
because
understand.
it's just too much to do.
Yeah.
Okay, and it only takes 5 minutes, but I didn't have 5 minutes this morning.
Okay. I'll call you later on.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Bye-bye.
Yes, she got the question right. The name of that TV programming was Club Opportunity. Okay. Second question. Mr. Johnson ran for mayor of Oakland. Give me the month, date, and year of that election. Month, date, and year of that election. Mr. Johnson ran for mayor of Oakland.
Yep.
It's in the book. I brought these books here today to reiterate something I said previously. I don't join organizations that don't have themselves together. If you are a nonprofit corporation, I don't care if you're a church or a community organization. I'm not going to be a part of that organization if it doesn't abide by the information that I talk about in this book, written by attorney Anthony Mancuso, and the Roberts Rules of Order. Now, this is the old book, which is harder to read. I've had it for a number of years, but they've come out with a newer Robert Rules of Order, which is easily to read. At least you should have one of these type books in order to manage that particular organization. And what a lot of people don't understand, the church is a business, okay? And it has to be run as a business. If it isn't run as the business that the state and federal government says that it is supposed to be run, they're going to lose their tax exemption status, probably even their nonprofit status, which means that they're in a profit. You're going to pay taxes. You're going to pay for everything. And so I'm not going to be associated with any organizations that don't have themselves together. I'm consistently asked, be on my board. We need you to. No, I'm not going to. I may come and participate in whatever program that I agree with, that you are, providing a service or something. But that does not mean that I'm going to be a part of your organization. You will have to be together before I even consider it. So I wanted to make that clear to all of you out there. Okay, nobody has called to answer that question. That was an easy one. That was pretty much an easy one. Okay, Jerry D. Berry, don't you call back. We know, because we know you'll be able to find that question. I'll give you another. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
Hey.
Somebody answered my question. I'm telling you, I don't never get a chance to get in on the stuff, and when I get to know something, by the time I do, it's already gone.
Well, do you have the other question? When he ran for mayor, it's in the book.
I know, and I'm on my way to school. I ain't even got time to look.
Oh, okay.
I sit down here and I said, when you first asked that question, I said, I'm finna get my book, and I'm going to get here and I'm going to do this. And then in the meantime, I'm running around here trying to get myself together. And by the time I did get in, it was after the answer was given. I'm going to have to figure out another way. Another way. How y'all this morning?
I'm doing fine.
Wonderful, wonderful. Just called up to say I love you. Had so much fun last night at the fundraiser.
Okay.
And I had to run on out of there and get the help to get the missionaries and folks back.
Right. I know I saw them.
Today's stuff. But I absolutely enjoyed myself. And it was so funny. We had an Asian elder. I think he was Korean. He had never been in a place with that many black people, I don't think, in his life. And he sit there as long as he could, Cheryl. I'm serious.
He was surrounded by us, huh?
He sat there as long as he could, and the brother had to go, and I understood. And I told him, I said, I understand, because if some of the members here would come to our service, they would have a fit, because they would have to be quiet.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's being able to adjust to the different cultures, but it was a beautiful experience, and I enjoyed every minute of it, every minute. And thankful to you for such a beautiful day. We had a good time, went and had a little something to eat, and it was just beautiful. I thank you for that.
Well, the day that we did our work?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be talking about that. I'm going to get Dog together, but I was telling Finance about it. It's amazing. Oh, since you brought that up, does the Latter-day Saints have an African-American organization or a women's organization for training? We were talking about...
They have both.
They do?
The women's organization is called the Relief Society.
The Relief Society?
The Relief Society.
That's what we were doing the other day with the
right.
With the
That's
food?
What I was the president of.
Okay.
The Women's Relief Society for 6 years.
Okay.
And then they called me back, and I did one more year.
Okay.
Before I went on my mission at the Family History Center.
Okay.
And then the other question was for
African
Americans.
Yeah.
There's an African American group called Genesis.
Mm-hmm.
And we have an African-American president in Utah, and that organization is worldwide. We have a branch of it
I've heard
here,
of Genesis.
Here in Oakland, and one in Pittsburgh, where my brother and them belong.
Okay.
But it is a support group for black saints and their friends.
Okay.
And there's more white folks in there than it is black folks. So,
well, we know that if they're in there, they've probably they up there with that genealogy, they probably ran into some black in their history.
well, when I first went up there, I knew that if they kept that up, they was going to do that. And some of the people is excited. Some of them are devastated. Some of them can't believe it. And I'm up there to hug them and pat them and tell them to get over it.
You got some black
we
in
got
you.
to share, and we got to come together. So it's a transition. And for those of us like myself who black, who went up there very aggravated and determined to find some fault, okay? And so I found a lot, but I also found a organization that is organized in a way that it just would blow your mind. And I have some other papers I want to show you for my tax return from my offering.
Okay, I need to see how that works.
I have a copy.
Okay.
And so I'll show it to you.
Okay.
All right, honey, I love you guys.
Love you too.
Have a beautiful day. I'm finna go here now and try to use the left side of my brain. Okay?
Okay.
Love you. You too, finest. And you can eat whatever you want to when you get ready. The only objection I have is that I'm not there to help you eat it.
Yeah.
All right?
All right.
Later.
We'll see.
Love you, Kenny.
Okay, I thought the reason why I asked her that question because I thought I either read something or I had talked to her about it because I've been doing lately I've been doing my studies on the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints because I've been studying all of them. You know, I've been talking about the Muslims and all that. You know, I had all those books here, and so lately I've been really impressed by some of the things I've been seeing here, and I can't understand why our churches are not figuring out some of this stuff. Hello, caller.
I just wanted to talk to that munchkin over there.
Yes, she asked about you before you came. She said, "Where's the munchkin?"
Okay. Now you do realize that you're gonna have to show up at one of these functions.
Show up in a function.
Yeah, you're gonna have to show up at one of these functions.
Now wait a minute. Now wait a minute. I'm gonna get serious on that.
And I'm gonna remember that munchkin little remark.
I'm gonna get serious on that. Some people can get out here in this cold and some can't. And I can't get out there, and I'm not gonna risk my health, just to go to church, and where there's gonna be a head count. I would like to go to church where I love everybody and I want to go. But, I just didn't feel like getting out here in this cold. And that's me.
Well, see, I can imagine. I can imagine you because my fingers and stuff were bothering me, my toes. It was cold.
And you got
so
the
I know
joint
she painted.
problems and everything else. But forget finance. I called here about the prize. Now, you asked that question again, please.
The second question was, Mr. Johnson ran for mayor of Oakland. What is the month, date, and year of the election?
Let's see. The month had to be November.
No.
Wait a minute. Could I
Guess what?
Do you have the book, Mary? It's in the book.
Oh, I got the
November
problem.
here.
the 13th,
Wrong.
BC.
Wrong.
Wrong.
BC.
He's in BC. Bye. Mr. Johnson ran for mayor of Oakland. What was the month, day, and year of that election? Also, let's see. I have one that's going to be easier. They can thumb through and find.
And if you ain't got the book, don't call up here guessing.
Leave my Mary alone.
Caller, you're
Hello,
up.
caller.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking.
How you doing?
Hi.
What you mean how I'm doing? Come on with that virus.
Wait a minute. I'm trying to remember it.
Me either.
I'm trying to remember it. Hang on a second.
One like a my salon.
There you go.
All right. Hey, I want to ask a question, sister. Was John Brown a Mormon?
I'm not certain, but he was either
John
a Mormon,
Brown was a Mormon
I think he
or
was either a Mormon or a Quaker or somebody.
I don't think he was a Mormon.
He was,
I think
but he was one of them other.
He was something. He was something.
But he died helping black people.
That's right.
Yeah, he did.
They hung him.
Mhm.
They hung him. He was an abolitionist.
John Brown's body was a mole in the ground,
Yeah.
and they hung him.
Right, they hung him. Yeah, he had to hang. He was hanging out with black folks.
Yeah. Through Kansas, right?
Yeah, somewhere around in there. Kansas
it might have been
and
Mormon.
Missouri or
he
somewhere.
was one of those other type.
Yeah, I think he was.
I'll have to
he
go
was,
back
he
into
was,
my records
yeah,
on that.
Yeah.
He might have been.
A little place called Coffeeville, Kansas. with Jesse James and the Dalton brothers.
Yeah, that's where they got shot.
I can't remember. It's been so long since I've
But,
I just remember they hung him.
okay, you're saying this to say,
All white people ain't bad.
Right. I mean, they've all helped. Everybody.
We wouldn't have came gotten over here. Underground Railroad was
Yeah.
white people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
They had the land.
Yeah. Even in Roots, they were showing where some of the European people were helping.
Right.
I'm going to be honest with you guys. I get so bitter when I think about stuff like this. I am so bitter about my government having a hand in this mess that it really fries me, and I would just rather we talk about something else. Because
I guess it's not only because of Black History Week.
I think of all of my relatives who've given their lives in the military.
Yeah.
And and my middle name is Hiawatha. Most of you don't know that, but there's a long list of Indians in my background.
Same here.
Yeah, and I'm just so bitter about that. I'm so bitter about that.
My wife's got Indian in her too.
Well, you know what? In the midst of us doing our genealogy back to Africa, we're going to run into our Indian heritage. We'll probably have a chance of getting that Indian money even before the African money.
Yeah, because you know what, sister? Actually,
That's the way it's looking.
We were over here before, before we were over here as slaves. A.J. Rogers,
Yeah.
he's dead now. He wrote a book about the 100 amazing facts about the so-called Negro.
Right.
We were over here worship as gods.
Okay, see, that's one of the major reasons why we have to prove we are African Americans.
Right.
Okay? Because it is said that there were some here that before the slave boats. Okay? We got writings of that. Of course, I don't know what's true or not. But because we have that documentation there, we're going to have to go back to the boat on all of us.
Yeah, we were down in Mexico. We built pyramids down there in Mexico.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Sorry, y'all, but it just upsets me so much to hear all of the misconceptions. I used to love cowboy pictures when I was,
You didn't know they was lying.
and I did not know they were lying to me, and I used to always think that some of my relatives scalped somebody, okay? And lo and behold, it wasn't my relatives that was scalping folks. It was the white man that was scalping the Indians, because that's the only way they could get paid. They had to prove they had killed an Indian.
Right.
So they
That hair, they were selling that
scalped
hair.
the Indian.
They were selling that hair.
Okay, and that's the only way. So that's something that. How did they do this? How did they have us so screwed up?
Hey, look here. They wouldn't even let Indians play Indians in the movie.
That's right.
Amazing. Well, no,
They did us that
no
way,
minority,
too. They did us
no
that
minority.
way.
You remember Charlie Chan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Charlie Chan too.
No minority was able to play himself.
They did all of us that way.
And I just want to say this. I'm gonna get off there. You remember how the Lone Ranger came about?
Go ahead.
The Lone Ranger's brother was a marshal. He was a ranger, and there was a lot of them, right? And one of these crooks set them up, ambushed them, and killed all of them, but the Lone Ranger.
Mm-hmm.
And they thought he was dead. And Tonto, he rolled up, and he saw one was alive, and he called him Kimosabe, boss.
Yeah.
And he,
That's another thing I can't understand.
He got his horse. Tonto, he got his horse, caught his horse, silver, made his costume, and gave him a silver bullet.
That's what I mean. How do you save somebody's life and then you become their slave?
Right. Tonto had to make camp. Tonto had to go in and watch the crooks. Tonto had to do everything.
Mm-hmm.
The Lone Ranger did was show a silver bullet, and that was it. All right, brother.
Amazing.
Peace.
Amazing. I don't understand. This place is too much. They have, and I keep telling everybody, this country, they have to have, excuse my language, in this country, they have to have a nigger. If every black person in America was to leave this country right now, the rest of you folks, get ready, because somebody's going to take our place. Okay?
Well, that's been done.
You know? So, you know, forget this equality and all this mess. Okay? They talk that talk, but they do not walk that walk. Okay?
Okay, question number 2, and I'm going to give you another one after this because no one has answered question number 2. Mr. Johnson ran for mayor of Oakland. What was the month, date, and year of that election? Also, question number 3. Every year, Soul Beat had Soul Beat Day, and this is when our kids would come out and do their singings and showing their talent. But there was also something called the 10 Commandments for Soul Beat Day. And this was for our children that were coming out to Soul Beat to perform, and if they wanted to be aired on air, they had to go by these commandments, or else they'd be edited on out. I'd like to know, what was commandment number 7 of the 10 Commandments for Soul Beat Day? What is commandment number 7? Commandments for our children when they're out there in the public. These are some good commandments.
We got a caller, doll?
Hello, caller.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I've just arisen. Yes, we had a wonderful turnout last. Praise God for that, but I was calling to let you know that I have the tape finers.
Oh, great. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you don't have my number, I'll give it to Kenny.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Why don't you do this? Give me a call, 534-5890, and just leave it on my machine.
Okay, because I'm right down the street from Sophie.
Okay, and I'll get to you sometime this week.
Okay.
All righty.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, the city council is to consider a loitering ordinance. How about that? That means that supposedly this is going to be directed at the folks standing out in front of the liquor stores or wherever they stand out. But it seems to me that whenever something like this comes about, all the wrong people get targeted, which means that somebody out mowing his lawn is going to get tackled by the police and say they loitering. So all I can say is that I'm not really for these kinds of little laws. The police know
they're going to target the people that are standing.
They're not. They're not. They're going to use this. They're going to use this.
Selling drugs.
They're going to use
that's what
this.
They're supposed to be doing.
Just like the policeman that accosted me last week. Okay, could see I was fixing a flat. Well, I hadn't gotten to the flat yet. I had only got there 2 minutes before he got there. He could see I had a flat. There's no reason to walk up and hassle me. None whatsoever.
Looked like you was going to be stealing whatever.
Did I look like I was going to be stealing a motorhome? Did I look like I'm on flat?
You don't look like you own a motorhome.
Well, but still. Thanks a lot. Okay, but I mean, it's on a flat. I mean, how far am I going to get stealing a motorhome that's on a flat?
You might call it the flat.
Oh, Lord, today. Okay, anyway, all I'm saying is this sort of thing is the reason we always have the what do they call it, the DWB or whatever it is.
Driving while black?
Yes. This is what gives them the opportunity to do stuff like that to us. Because I guarantee you that some gentleman 65 years old mowing his lawn is going to get tackled by the police, and they're going to say he's loitering. It's going to happen.
I don't know about 65 years old, but what I do
well,
know
I'm
is
damn near
if
65.
we don't take control of our own communities, that's exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And of course, we're going to probably have some issues where we're going to disagree with the manner that it was taken. But that's going to be our problem, because
well, this allows them to do that sort of stuff, and
then we allowed it.
Yeah, we allowed it.
We allowed
We
it.
allowed
I mean, that's our problem.
Yeah.
We're allowing things. We're not taking any.
We're not taking responsibility for getting our children
Off the street.
Off the street.
That's right.
That's
Hello,
right.
caller.
Hello?
Hi.
I just want to give you the date of the election.
Okie dokie. All
okay. Where are we? Oh, I know it anyway.
Go ahead.
April 16, 1985.
There you go.
Exactly.
Hey, I'm not a member. I'm just a watcher and a contributor.
Okay.
Okay.
But you're not a member.
I'm George Jackson's aunt.
Oh,
Okay.
you're gonna have to become a member now.
Yeah, because see how we have it going is you can participate.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute, ma'am. Wait a minute. I want to hear what you have to say because you're really low. So I want you to start again. You say you don't want what?
I said I don't want a gift.
Okay.
Okay, so she knows the rules.
Yeah.
She knows that if she
Okay.
had a card, she would get the
I
gift.
just wanted to let you know that I have the bucks. Every time I'm a contributor.
Okay.
I'm not a member.
Well, why
Okay.
don't you get a card?
I contribute every month.
Let me ask you why won't you get a card?
I just don't feel like getting out, coming out there to get it. I'm an old lady. I don't become.
Well, hey, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. You see this here?
What?
Hang on. Okay, I learned a long time ago. This camera is always on my hip. Okay? The police officer that hassled me the other day, attitude changed drastically when I pulled out this camera and started taking his picture. Okay?
In other words, he'll come take your
I'll
picture.
come take your picture. All right?
But anyway, it was Tuesday, April the 16th, 1985.
That it was.
Exactly.
Okay, now you've given me that. Let me give you my number.
I got your number.
Okay, you give me a call when you're ready.
Hey, I know all of you people. I met Cheryl once.
Okay, you give me a call when you're ready, and I'll come down and take your
Speaking
picture.
of that, I'm supposed to pay for Mom Green, so you get her picture.
Okay,
next time you
I'll
see
get her picture too.
And
All right?
I got a
just wanted to
thing
let
for
you
her
know
I need you to
am a
take.
contributor. I contribute every month. I've got both of the books. I got a shirt. And I like to watch.
You never know when you're gonna need that card.
He'll come and he'll get you
I'll get you.
together on
Just
the
give me a
card.
call when you're ready, and I'll come take your picture, and you can get yourself a
I
card.
got lots of pictures.
Well, that's fine. Then I'll come and pick up your picture, and we'll get you a card.
Hey, I'll send it in there by George. You
Okay.
know George Jackson.
I sure
Yes.
do.
Well, that's my nephew.
Okay, great. Now I know who you are now.
He lives with me.
I know who you are now. And I'm gonna hound you until you get a membership card. All right.
Okay. Y'all
Bye-bye.
have a good day.
Okay,
You
bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Well, she got that answer right. Now, does anyone know command number 7 of the 10 Commandments? So be day.
Uh-oh. We are
We're going to take a break here,
taking a break.
and don't go anywhere because I have some more questions.
Well, if you got to go to the bathroom and you didn't go on the other breaks, feel free.